You know, it actually reminds me of the communist era. You know, some of the strange stories you actually, because I was hearing the PS Health saying, oh, we are going to come and check your lifestyle, we'll investigate you, we will, I don't know what, until you pay your fair share of this health shift.
Yeah.
While people want to pay, but I feel there's going to be a lot of witch hunting and all that. So obviously, I feel so that, like you said, people are going to get very, very innovative. The black market will thrive. Thrive. Like, I don't know why we would want to go, like there are wild examples. Why do we want to go there?
You know,
I think you've captured it very well, and I'll start with the black market. And I've looked at this Finance Act when it's passed, and there are some various issues which need to really be looked into. And the first one is the proposal to increase excise duty on mobile money, which they said from 15% to 20%. You remember the Finance Act of last year reduced it from 20 to 15. And that one helped Kenyans to do a lot of trade. And there was a lot of financial. And the impact, if you increase it, is that the risk is that all the gains we got last year are going down the drain immediately with this one. And the financial inclusion, which is open to everyone, everyone will move to the black market. People will not send you money on M-Pesa because it'll be too costly. And that one hits each and everyone. So I think in the financial sector, the bill is actually giving us a very big disservice. You cannot increase that from 15 to 20%. You're just killing people. The second one I'll talk about is a proposal of, which people have talked about, of the motor vehicle tax of 2.5%. And this is just basically double taxation. Because you're paying, you cannot be taxed on the vehicle. You are paying for the battery. On kg, the battery of 10,000 will be 20,000. Because a 5 kg battery will be approximately 20,000 shillings from around 9,000. So that one is killing people. You're double taxing them. You're taxing them on the fuel levy. You're taxing them the circulation tax. And then you're still putting. And this one, the motor vehicle tax, is also does not give us the fairness. The tax should be fair. Because they're saying that for people who their vehicles are the 4 wheels, you'll pay 100,000. If you look at 2.5%, it means the owners of Probox and the guys in Central and in Rift Valley who are taking their farm produce, they'll be paying more because 2.5 is so much expensive than a guy who's driving V8 paying 100,000. So that one is basically killing small traders. So that is 2. I've said we have 9 points which we need to really, Kenyans need to really look into. And the third one is the Treasury has continued to place tax burden on small taxpayers. The big ones, we know every time they walk out free. So, and then they've proposed various taxes on financial services like VAT. That one will basically kill people who are trying to do small businesses out there. And then the fifth one is remove of bread from VAT exempt. Now, immediately, let me tell you, bread is a very important factor in Kenyan households. There are 10,000 schools, secondary schools. There are approximately 30,000 primary schools in Kenya. And out of those schools, they are boarding schools. If you sit down and you tell teachers to start preparing nduma for all those kids, when will they give them food to do their breakfast? So bread for schools is a must. So if you increase it by 10 bob, even in schools it will be too expensive for kids who naturally depend it. Bread for us is for breakfast in schools. It's important. It is not only for households. And I think it is totally incorrect to increase bread prices by 10 bob. It will, normally we buy bread at 60, 70. Now it will go to 85, the small one. So you don't know how this will, the impact is that it will raise the price of bread by 10 bob. And then there's also the most important thing is about in the manufacturing sector, where I know Dr. C is excise duty on spirits to increase. This is also another double taxation on alcohol, because the products, it will make them so expensive and people will not afford to drink. So what does it impact? It will impact that what Gachagua has been fighting, the second generation, people will go back to those things.
Oh, very well. Clear, like, oh my goodness. Yes.
So people will go back there and forget the wines which people had been drinking. You are trying to help people, and that, what does it come with? Health complications again.
And then we have now to pay even more.
More. So then the worst of them all is the eco-levy, a new environmental tax targeting manufacturers and importers of 18 products. And these products, number one, I said the increase of battery prices at 105%, diaper prices for kids from 28 to between 28 to 30%, wheelbarrow tires by 143%.
So we need to buy wheelbarrows.
Trolley wheels, which you see, trolley wheels up to 154%. Wheelchair rubber wheels.
Wheelchair.
Rubber wheels.
Wheelchair.
Rubber wheels. I want to be very clear.
Actually say that.
At 200%.
Wheelchairs.
And dolly wheels, which you use in, you know, if you go to hospital, those beds which people use, the wheels, will go back up by 20%. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that this Finance Act has not spared anyone. So if the wheelbarrow, the guys who are saying the other time singing for us that wheelbarrow, are going to pay 140% on the tires.
Character development, Kenyan voters.
And then on top of that, the increase of cement by 43%.
Wow.
So you cannot even
So
bid.
property, that's economic, what did they say? Affordable what?
Housing.
Affordable housing, so it's just what?
Yeah.
Oh no. A smoke screen.
And now, let's get, now that's outside. Let's get to the house.
Again.
Inside your house, cooking oil, the prices will go very high. And these are the several tax proposals they put. 25% excise duty on crude palm oil. 25% excise duty on finished edible oil.
50%.
10% duty on plastic packaging of that oil.
So it's just going up by 60%, in other words, because they'll pass over.
Eco levy on plastic packaging, still on top of that, 150 shillings per kg, and import declaration fee to increase to 3%. What does that mean? 100%
increase.
That means,
oil.
Yes, 5 liters of oil will move from 1,500 shillings to 2,340.
Do we have a say in this?
Where do you have a say? I'm giving you breakdown.
This is formulated by people who know Kenyans very well.
But
you understand?
Kenyans will just sit there, will complain, and we will do it anyway.
That is the point.
Now, all these taxes, and the last one I wanted to say, lest we forget that affordable housing levy rate is still 1.5% of gross emoluments which you have. Social hospital fund is at 2.7% of the gross pay. New tax bands at the rate of 32.5 and 35%, and increase in National Social Security Fund contributions. Now, in short, if you're earning 100,000, you will take home only 30,000.